She left to pursue other interests. She filed for divorce and for joint custody of little Buddy.
Wow. Guys, I am truly humbled by the overwhelming amount of concern I've had from the community over the last few months. I've heard from a lot of you guys through Facebook, email, Instagram. There's just been this tremendous outpouring of support and well wishes and inquiry about me and little Buddy to see if we're doing okay. It truly means so much to me that you guys cared enough to take time out of your day to shoot me a message to find out how I'm doing. So thank you guys so much for checking in. As you can see, I am alive, I am well. I am here on the grass-fed homestead right now still. The status here is still inactive. I have Blue, I have Willow, my livestock guardian dogs, but I don't have any livestock for them to guard. So where have I been? It's been months since I've posted a video. After the divorce I went through in 2018, I found myself in this weird position where I was no longer a husband and I was only an on-duty parent, an on-duty father half the time. My identity was very much wrapped up in my family, being a husband, being a full-time 100% engaged father. And now because of the circumstances of the divorce, I only have my son half the time. So I spent a lot of time trying to figure out who I am as a person outside of being a husband, which I am no longer, and a full-time dad, which I'm also no longer. I found myself half the week having to figure out who I used to be, who am I now going forward in those times when I am not an on-duty parent. So I started asking myself, what is something that I used to do and really strongly identify with before I had a wife and a child? And as some of you guys know, music used to be a really big part of my life. And for about a year now, I have been the drummer in kind of a funk dance band. The band's doing really well. Apparently the music is resonating with a lot of people and we're getting invited to do a lot of gigs, which has been awesome. So I've had a lot of fun getting back into music and re-exploring that part of myself as the new me moving forward. So music was looking back and resurrecting something from the past, but I also wanted to do something new, something that I've always wanted to do, but just haven't ever done before. And that was getting into dance. So for the last few months, I have actually been studying different types of ballroom dance. The learning curve on dance has been a little steeper than I thought it would be, but I've had such a blast doing it. Though I have been pursuing these other off-homestead interests, I have not disconnected with the homestead permaculture farming community. It was just a couple weeks ago, little buddy and I went out to Chewelah to visit our old friend Stacy and Virginia from Blue Creek Dairy Farm, who you have seen on this channel a few times. They also have their own YouTube channel. And we fed the cows and got to hang out on their farm for a little bit. Also, last fall, I took the trip down to Southeast Idaho to the 2019 Trailing of the Sheep Festival, which is the national point qualifying sheepdog trials. So this is where the border collies are herding the sheep in a specific manner to earn points for a competition. And of course, I brought my camera to that event and I took a decent amount of footage, so I'm actually going to make a standalone video just about that experience down there at the Sheep Festival, and hopefully inspire some of you guys who are able to make the trip over to Southeast Idaho to come on out this fall, October 2020. On a professional note, last spring I was seeking to bring on additional video production clients. As some of you guys know, I do video production work for different clients. Last spring I picked up a new client in the animal welfare industry, and it wasn't a significant departure from the work and the overall message I was trying to share at the Grass-Fed Homestead. A big part of permaculture is stewardship, and in that stewardship is the respectful treatment of animals, because ultimately they're our food source and we want our food source being treated well and in good health. So in a way, this is animal welfare. The animal welfare work this particular client is doing is more for cat and dog, pet related animal welfare, which is cool, but I'm doing video production work for them, and I'm actually organizing a Kickstarter campaign. So hopefully, because I really do think that this Kickstarter project might be of interest to some of you guys, hopefully as we develop it a little bit more, I can share more with you about it and see if you guys are interested in helping us out with it. And lastly guys, I'm just going to tell you real quick about some video content I'm going to be putting out on the YouTube channel. I have been really trying to figure out the way forward for the Grass-Fed Homestead. How can I balance this new life with that homesteading lifestyle I used to have? How can I balance that time management wise? How can I balance it financially and still be doing my duties as a father and with my work responsibilities and everything? How can I balance all that moving forward? And I haven't quite figured it all out yet, but I still want to be sharing some content here on this channel. So I was digging through the archives and I found some videos that I think would be really cool to share on the channel. It was content I was producing for the online sheep training course I was putting together in 2018, and because life blew up, it never happened, and I don't think I'm at a point anytime soon where it's going to be happening. So, but I do have some cool video content. Some of it's like super old. I started filming it in 2016 when I was still wearing that goofy green hat. I figured that footage isn't doing anyone any good just sitting around in the archive, so I'm gonna dust them off, polish them up, recut them to get out the video online course stuff about it and just make them standalone videos, and hopefully get those pushed out soon for you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support, the well wishes, the prayers, everything. It has been amazing. It's truly humbling to have so much support like that out in this community. I cannot thank you guys enough. It's what really inspires me to make a video like this and check in and try to figure out a way to push forward. I hope all of you guys are doing really well, and I look forward to seeing you again soon on the Grass-Fed Homestead.